Hello friends, welcome back. In the first video on 8D, we explored steps D0 to D3 with an example along with common mistakes and how to mitigate them. If you missed it, here is the link to watch it. Now let's continue learning the next steps in 8D using the same example. Once we implemented the interim containment action, we need to move to the next step, which is D4, identify root cause. Why is this step important? Finding and addressing the true root causes prevents reoccurrence of the problem. Addressing only the symptoms lead to the temporary fixes and recurring issues. Now let's talk about the root cause analysis for the problem that we have initiated as an example. We can use the 5 analysis here. Like the first question can be, why are the defects occurring? The answer is misalignment in the engine component fitting. Why is the misalignment happening? Because variation in part dimensions. Why is there variation? Inconsistent material quality from suppliers. Why is supplier quality inconsistent? No standardized inspection at receiving. And we can extend it to the next level by asking the question, why no inspection? Lack of supplier quality control process. By asking successive whys, the team is able to identify the root cause. We can also verify the root cause by starting at the probable root cause and connecting it to the previous cause using therefore. If there is a logical connection between each pair of statements back to the problem, then you have likely found the root cause. This is a very important step as a part of 8D. Now let's talk about what are the common mistakes that people are doing as a part of this D4. Jumping to conclusions without fact-based analysis. Stopping at symptom instead of the actual root cause. To avoid those mistakes, we can have the mitigation plans like use tools like fishbone diagram and FMEA. We can validate those root causes with data and process mapping as well as by using hypothesis testing. After identification of the root cause and validating it, we can move to the next step, which is D5, develop permanent corrective action. Why is this step important? This step ensures the issue is eliminated permanently rather than just controlled temporarily. Solution must be data-driven and sustainable. Let's talk about the problem that we have initiated. What are the solutions that we can implement after identification of the root cause? As we have identified the root cause as lack of supplier quality control process, we can initiate supplier quality audit and revision of the incoming inspection criteria. We can also initiate the installation of the automated sensor to detect the misalignment in engine components in real time. Let's talk about what are the common mistakes that people are doing as a part of this step D5. Selecting solutions based on gut feeling rather than data. Overcomplicating solutions that are not feasible. To avoid those mistakes, we can have the mitigation plan like use pub matrix or cost-benefit analysis to select the best solution. We can also ensure the alignment with business goals and process capabilities. After developing the permanent corrective action, now it's time to go to the next step, which is D6, implement and validate permanent corrective action. Why is this step important? Even a well-designed solution can fail if not executed correctly. Validating the corrective actions ensures they work as expected. In the example that we have initiated, we can have the implementation plan like supplier audits completed within 4 weeks and automated sensor installed in 6 weeks. We can also validate those results by looking at the data like defect rate reduced from 15% to 3% within 2 months and customer complaints dropped by 60%. This is also validating the effectiveness of the corrective actions that we have executed. Let's talk about the common mistakes that people are doing as a part of this D6. Poor execution leading to inconsistent results and failing to track the impact with KPIs. To avoid these mistakes, we can have the mitigation plans like conduct pilot testing before full-scale implementation. And we can use the control charts to monitor post-implementation performance. After implementing and validating the permanent corrective action, let's move to the next step, which is D7, prevent reoccurrence. Why is this step important? Sustaining the improvements ensures that we are going to avoid the reoccurrence of the problem. Let's talk about this step with respect to the problem that we have initiated. We can have the preventive measures like updated SOPs for receiving inspections, supplier contracts updated with strict quality requirements, and employee training programs are implemented. What are the common mistakes that professionals are doing as a part of this step D7? Not updating SOPs and training documents, and lack of ongoing process monitoring. To avoid those mistakes, we can have the mitigation plan like implement standard work instructions, conduct regular audits and refresher training. Once we ready with the preventive measures to prevent the reoccurrence of the problem, we can move to the next step, which is D8, recognize the team. Why is this step important? Recognizing the team's effort boosts motivation, encourages a culture of continuous improvement, and reinforces teamwork. Let's talk about this step for the example that we have initiated. Team was recognized in a company-wide meeting. Case study is documented for future references. What are the common mistakes that professionals are doing as a part of this last step? Taking credit at higher management levels instead of recognizing the team, and forgetting to document the lessons learned. To avoid those mistakes, we can have the mitigation plan like conduct a formal recognition event, create a forum to share the best practices for future references. I'm sure with this example you are having the complete clarity on this 8D problem solving methodology. Now let's go to the conclusion. 8D is a powerful problem solving framework that ensures issues are resolved effectively and permanently. Avoiding common mistakes at each stage will lead to the better implementation and sustainable process improvements. If you found this entire information valuable, please do not forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you for your valuable time and see you in the next video.